This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so Anthony Joshua has said that he feels that he has let people down because he lost to Oleksandr Usyk, as in the UK boxing fans. This is what he had to say. They supported me for a long time, and as their champion, they expect more from me. As someone who fights with that flag on my back, they expect more. I let a few people down, so I deserve the stick that I get. Anthony Joshua's statement. Now, I've seen comments of people saying how it's just a PR stunt because to try and sell this pay-per-view with Jermaine Franklin. Well, firstly, it's not a pay-per-view, okay? So at least get that part correct, okay? It's not. It's part of your DAZN subscription if you're subscribed to DAZN. If you're not, then of course, yes, you're going to be paying some kind of pay-per-view price. Anyway, now, that said, this is one of the things that, and I've mentioned it before, that irritates me a little bit about Joshua. He worries too much and takes to heart too much of people who criticise him. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. These people who criticise Anthony Joshua will always criticise Anthony Joshua. They always will criticise Anthony Joshua. The fact that he lost to Oleksandr Usyk twice and they criticise him for it, what, like Usyk's nothing? When probably their guy, Tyson Fury, their hero, has just ducked Oleksandr Usyk. Say what you like. At least Joshua fought him twice without problems. Fought him, went in there, fought him. Didn't swerve him, fought him twice. Can't even get Fury in there in the ring with him once. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. So to lose to Oleksandr Usyk is no shame. Oleksandr Usyk, Olympic gold medalist, southpaw, undisputed cruiserweight world champion, undefeated as a heavyweight. From that school of Lomachenko. Background with the Klitschko's, with their sparring camps. Was it 300-400 amateur fights? And there's no shame in losing to Oleksandr Usyk. None whatsoever. And this goes back to the point where Anthony Joshua, he's confusing those who are criticising him with those who will always criticise him. He's confusing it with, well, they were my fans and now they're not because I let them down because I lost. Now, some people may say, well, it's because of how he reacted after he lost in the rematch, where he threw the belts on the floor and all that kind of stuff. People are overreacting with that crap. At the end of the day, everybody has a meltdown, just like we don't have cameras in our face. All right? I mean, people are just overreacting with that. So what? He threw the belts. Whoop-de-doo. Did it affect your life? No, it didn't. Other fighters out there have done far worse. The list that I can give you that other fighters have done is far worse than what Anthony Joshua's done. People will point to the BLM situation. And what? You see, these people were criticising Anthony Joshua anyway. Anthony Joshua can get in there with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, with Joe Joyce, with whatever, whoever, knock them all out, and they will still criticise him. So why is Anthony Joshua worried about letting people down? He doesn't let people down. Of course. His fans would have been disappointed that he lost, of course, because they wanted him to win. Okay, but that's all fighters. All fighters have supporters. And whenever a fighter loses, and that would include like journeymen and whatever in that as well, when they lose, they will have some people who are there to support them who will be disappointed. Just happens to be Anthony Joshua has a ton of fans, a ton of people who watch him. They do. People can criticise the ticket sales that they haven't sold out as quick as what they once did and whatever else. Okay, well, he's not champion anymore. Okay, and he's taken on Jermaine Franklin. Not exactly a super fight. But at the end of the day, I don't know why Joshua's worried about what it is that people are saying. Letting people down? Who did he let down? He hasn't let anybody down. At least he got in there with Usyk twice. People can say how he lost to Andy Ruiz Jr., and I see that a lot. Okay? But he beat him in the rematch. And then the very same people say, yeah, but he ran away all night. Okay? He won the fight. Okay? He won. He beat him on points. He boxed Andy Ruiz Jr. the same way Tyson Fury boxed Vladimir Klitschko. What's the difference? There's no difference. People say how he's lost 3 of his last 5 fights. Okay, one of them he avenged, and the other two are what many people consider the pound-for-pound superstar in Oleksandr Usyk. No shame in that. But these people will never understand that. So again, it goes back to the point. Joshua, why on earth are you worried about what other people say? Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what Sporting Icon says. Don't worry about what any other platform says. Don't worry about what anyone says. People will criticise just to criticise. They just don't like you, okay? Accept it. People in life are not going to like you. Concentrate on those who do support you. Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.